Hey, this is Matt Hugg with Nonprofit.Courses with the promised part 2 of using ChatGPT in your fundraising work. I just decided at one point here in fact, what I started with was, what does ChatGPT think it can do? So let's find out. And what I've done, and you've seen me do this in part 1, but maybe I'll do it again now, is you go up here and you say, start a new chat. It brings this up. And then what you'll do here, and I'll just put in, what can ChatGPT do for charity fundraising? Okay. And off it goes. So here you go. It starts telling us what it thinks it can do. And so it starts with providing information, engaging donors, campaign ideas, compelling messages, donor support and recognition, targeted outreach. That's good. Okay. And fundraising strategy. All right, it says, however, it's important to note that ChatGPT can provide valuable assistance. Human oversight and involvement are crucial. And, it said what I was going to tell you, is that ChatGPT cannot stand on its own when we're dealing with fundraising. It can do a lot of stuff and give you a lot of information. It gives you what I would consider fodder, which is just stuff to think about, stuff to include and maybe get you started, but by no means final product. So I'll post this up on my webpage at Nonprofit.Courses. You can check it out. Also, here's some other things I've put out here. I was playing around with, how about writing a blog using ChatGPT? Now, one of the interesting things I found was that I said use 1,400 words because that's a good blog post size, right? Well, apparently ChatGPT can't count. Who'd have guessed, right? That's the number one thing we think of computers doing in our lives is mathematics and counting and calculations, but that's not what AI and ChatGPT is made to do. So it says 150 words here, but that certainly is not 150 words. In fact, if we check, it is 80 words. So it's kind of giving an estimate of what maybe it thinks it should be in some block, but it isn't. So again, enhancing donor engagement, personalizing campaigns. It's coming to some of the same themes we saw before: targeting and prospect identification, streamlining donor stewardship, and then a conclusion here. So let's look at a couple of others here. Here's another write a blog post and how it can be used. And you can see here. So what I might suggest, if you're going to do something with ChatGPT, you run it a few times and see if it comes up with different things and then combine them together to what might be really helpful for you. And I think if you're going to do blog posts, that might be a good way of doing it. Again, fodder, not finished. One other thing I asked, actually, that let's see. Here's a blog post on how it can help grant writers. I thought this was interesting because a little different take here. And research and information gathering, proposal writing and editing, review and evaluation. So what I'm going to do is post these things on Nonprofit.Courses, and you can just see the samples. Now it says here, and we covered this in the last video, at the bottom sometimes it just stops, and because it's reached some sort of limit, and so it said, do you want to continue generating? So I hit continue generating, and it gave me another sentence and kind of wrapped up that thought, you might say. So there you go. Hope you find this helpful. This is an interesting technology. I think it's something that can be a useful tool, but it is not going to be our final product. Yeah, good news. You still need a human involved. Isn't that great, huh? But it really speaks to the fact that nonprofits particularly have to have a relationship with their donors, have to have a relationship with their clients. And so ChatGPT is going to be a big help, but it's not going to build that relationship. That's up to you. All right, this is Matt Hugg with Nonprofit.Courses. Make it a great nonprofit day.